Today we are launching yet another exciting fund. The Bifm Global Sustainable Growth Fund is an offshore-only, equities-only fund. At Bifm, we listen to our clients' needs. We analyze and we respond to the market. That is why we are bringing back a global fund. This time is bigger and better. The fund is a high-risk, high-return fund. It's for the investor who's willing to take risks. It's for the investor who's willing to invest for the long term. And by long term, we mean 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, or even longer. Invest in the Bifm Global Sustainable Growth Fund and reap the benefits of long-term investing. Stay tuned for more information. Stay tuned for more clarity on the fund.
The Bifm Global Sustainable Growth Fund is an offshore equity fund that gives investors the opportunity to invest in the most sustainably run companies in the world. Because the fund is invested in offshore equities, it is a high-risk fund, meaning that it caters to the long-term investor who's willing to take on a bit more risk and volatility with the opportunity to achieve higher returns. The fund invests in sustainably run companies. These are companies that treat their employees, their customers, their investors, and most importantly, their entire communities fairly. These are companies that can innovate and adapt to the changing landscape, and companies that are focused on the long term and not fixated on quarterly earnings. We believe that these are companies that can maintain their growth and profits over a long period of time. This aligns perfectly with the goals of the investors, which is to achieve long-term sustainable growth in their investments.
At Bifm, we encourage everyone to plan for their future, and we are always looking for ways to help you reach your financial target. That is why we are excited to bring to you the Bifm Global Sustainable Growth Fund. This is an offshore equity fund that would offer you diversification as well as an opportunity to invest in USD. Of course, equities are high risk, and therefore this fund is suitable for the long-term investor who is seeking above average risk. With an ESG focus, this fund is also suitable for the investor who has a focus on sustainability. To gain access into this fund, you need a minimum lump sum of 5,000 bula or a debit order of 1,000 bula. The fund has a lock-in period of 1 year. Thereafter, you can disinvest once a quarter. This is to encourage you to invest for the long term. Go ahead, invest in the Bifm Global Sustainable Growth Fund. Your future will thank you for it.